So, hello everybody, and welcome back to Simulation Section. It's me and more central, and I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I feel like we're going back to the OMSI 2 ETS2 and more days today. For those of you that have been round following my stuff for the last decade, I very recently received an email from a very good old friend of mine, Iomex. For those of you that have been in the OMSI world long enough, you will know that he's an incredibly talented individual who has worked on Westcountry. We've seen so many different epic variations of the Westcountry map. It started off as a right path map, sort of using the German style buses, then became left path, and then from there on in, it's just been epic update after epic update and onwards. Now, I received an email very recently. I was incredibly excited to hear from Iomex again. It has been a long time. And he asked if I want to have a little drive of the brand new update for Westcountry. To which I was like, yeah, let's do that. Yes, that will be absolutely epic. So I have paused the game because it's due out in 30 seconds and there's a few bits I do need to explain. This is currently being worked on in sort of a soft project manner. So at the moment, this map is being worked on in a way that sort of bits and bobs, there is no release date yet. It is a work in progress. It is an early beta. It is the first showcase beta, which means there are things that you will see in this video that do not represent the final product of this map. There will be things that the AI might decide to go on its world of its own. Yes, that will happen. It's a work in progress. There might be bits of this route. I haven't driven it yet because I wanted my first opinions to be with you lot. There might be parts of this route that aren't finished yet. There might be bits that still need sorting and still need finalising. And there might be bits that will get added between now and when this gets released as well. So bear that in mind too. The idea is at the moment, and reading literally off the email, is this update is going to be something that sits in between version 3, that's the one that's currently out, and version 4. So version 4 is going to be the big update one. But this, what you're seeing now and what you're going to see in this video, this particular route is going to be a sort of middle ground update. There is going to be no release date for this. I don't know a release date. There's obviously quite a lot of work still to do. And when Iomex and the team is happy to release this, they will. But when this gets released, it is going to sit in the middle. A lot has changed with how the map works and how it runs. So this, what we've got in front of us, I will unpause it now, is a Pulse branded vehicle. So the idea is, for those of you that remember, let me find the blind. For those of you that remember, we had Devon Bus, and Devon Bus is quite an iconic brand for this map. We'll get the vehicle set up. And what's happened is in this update, Devon Bus is part of a concept called Devon Metro, very similar to sort of Bristol with their Metro bus style branding, but it's the idea is it's like a B network PTE, so it's like a B network style network but with different route brands. So you can see, oh, I forgot what camera I was on there. You can see here that it's got like the M from the Bristol Metro. That is the, I don't know how on earth I managed that. Don't know how I managed that. But this is the like the Bristol Metro logo there. But this Pulse is a brand, so this, instead of it being the 100 or the 200 or the 10 or 15 or whatever number you want to do, the Park and Ride is now going to be the Pulse. Park and Ride is also now a half-hourly service, and as you can see, is operated by Stagecoach. So like the B Network, this Devon Bus concept, Devon Metro concept, is a brand, and it's operated by different companies. So this is Stagecoach, for example. It also uses bender buses. I've nabbed this from the AI because it was a lot easier. And as I say, things aren't finalised. Like the people are, for some bizarre reason, just going, we're just going to go for a walk. So we'll let them crack on. We'll make a move and pick up some more people en route, so we've got more space for them. And yeah, we'll see. So I'm very excited for this. As I say, this is going to be the first of 2 videos because I've been provided with two vehicles that run on this. This is the base AI one, and I also want to showcase the other vehicle that's intended for this route as well in the next video. So we'll do that. So we'll have two rounders of this route. Probably the next video will be on this as well. So we can get a bit of a compare and contrast, and whatever we don't see in this video, we'll see in the next one. So let's say there might be something I missed in this one. If we do a second video, we can get a second bit of perspective, can't we? So we won't focus too much on the park and ride in this video. We'll have a look at the site a little bit more in the next video, but for this one, we'll have an initial look at Paignton Town Centre. So the route at the moment is timetabled as a 30-minute circular service. I am told that the timetable data isn't finalised, so that might change. That might be slightly different when this map is released. Again, I cannot emphasise enough, this is not the final product. It's incredibly exciting though. I mean, I've been given this map to use about half an hour ago while I was sat in the pub. So I've rushed back to download it and crack on. So, yes, it uses bender buses, that I think is really exciting. We've not got that many maps that really focus around the fact that we do have articulated vehicles in OMSI, like for the UK side. There's not many maps that do that and focus on it, but this is pretty cool. And that we've obviously got the benders. Oh, we've got a tunnel. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Yeah, we definitely need 2 videos on this. 13'2", that's important to note because that means that this has to be bender buses or single decks. It cannot be a double decker. Very glad I didn't spawn a double decker in, I'm going to be honest. Oh, wow. Oh, this is like a proper, like, busway thing. Oh, this is epic. Okay, again, I have literally just pinged into this. This is not like me, I've already driven it, let's pretend that this is new. But look at this, we've got stations and everything. So it's got platforms for the buses. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is cool. Why do they want to get off already? You can stay on the bus. You're not getting off yet. You're not getting off yet. You can alight at the next bus. This is really cool. Now I have to I'm taking this really steady because as someone that is well known on YouTube for having driven these Citaro G bender buses in real life, I don't want to crash one in OMSI. I really don't. I don't think that would look good. So I'm taking it very, very steady, but I'm also admiring all this scenery. So I'm really digging this busway concept, where this is like a dedicated BRT system. This is really cool. And they're referred to, as you can see, they're referred to as stations. So this is sort of giving me, for those that have been round in OMSI for as long as I have, you remember a map called, I can never pronounce it, Baumgarten. I used to call it Martigan or something like that, but Baumgarten, I think it was. That was a fictitious German-based map, which had a BRT system in it. So the idea is the buses left the interchange, they sort of went on the normal public roads for a minute or two, and then joined onto this BRT system with tunnels, underground interchanges, and dedicated busways. This is giving me that vibe. We haven't had a map like that in about 6 or 7 years. I mean, that was during the Gladbeck fiasco as well. Again, for those of you that have been around the OMSI 2 long enough, you will have been able to enjoy Iomex's Gladbeck video. That, yes, when that was released. Those were the days. Those were the days. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing, is this? Yeah, look at this. This is all like proper bus gates and everything. Goodness me. We're not worrying about the times, as I say. Well, to be fair, we're not doing that bad for time, actually. But we're not worrying about the time. Just enjoying this because this is really cool. So, as far as I'm aware, although again, everything is subject to change, things might be different. These vehicles, like the one that we're passing, the Citaro G, like the one that we're driving, these are going to be the AI vehicles. So these are going to be the buses on here because the Citaro is a free to download vehicle. As you will see in the next video that I do, you will notice that we possibly, I don't want to spoil it too much, but possibly utilise a different vehicle, quite possibly, if I get my way. And I remember we utilise a different vehicle of a similar capacity. That there is also a Repaint 4 that's been made, but obviously that's not on AI because it's a payware. I don't want to spoil that too much. I'm trying to be very, very careful what I say. But yeah, I think I've already let it go. But basically, check out the next video for that other surprise vehicle. But I wanted to use this one for the initial video because it sort of is the vehicle for the route and what have. So that was cool. So that was a dedicated BRT system. What I absolutely love about this map so far is this is all new. And what I always have loved about Iomex's work is I've gone the right way. I've just panicked. I don't know why I panicked. I saw an arrow up here and just thought, oh, that must be me. What I've always loved about Iomex's work, and I still absolutely love to this day, is whenever a map gets revamped, it gets revamped. When you are driving around, you're like, oh my gosh, look at this. Like the new objects example, there's a jet station there. I've not seen a jet station in OMSI 2 before. But it's properly got revamped. So this is a full 100% pretty much starting from the drawing board job. And that's what I've always loved about the Iomex maps is, and I do absolutely regret not keeping the previous variations, because every time we've got a new update to the map, it's just, I mean, absolutely mind-blowing how much has been added and changed and upgraded. And it just it's just so good, so good. So it's like this, for example, all of this, the BRT system. We've still got the hospital, we've still got some of the hospital signage, but as you can see, a lot of this has been reworked and pretty much started from scratch again. So we still sort of head under the hospital building. However, as you can see, it looks quite exciting. I think we're about to enter a tunnel. That's very cool. So look at this. Now we're going here. So this is the Paignton Busway. And there's a bollard as well. Oh, wow. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. This is really, really cool. So we'll have to line it up correctly for the bollard, because I remember what OMSI 2 is like with bollards. Oh, it goes straight down. That's exciting. And the green light as well. So we've got the green light good to go. And then we're back after going through the hospital and a little bit of a housing estate. We're now back on the busway. And I'm going to... I assume that other park and ride section was part of this busway system. We'll have to get a better screenshot going up, I think, through the bollards. This is really cool. This is what we needed, to put it quite bluntly, in OMSI. We've got so many maps sort of depicting cities and towns and bits like that, and what we did not have, we didn't have a busway. This is like, once again, hit the nail on the head. What did we need? We needed a busway. We don't have a dedicated busway system on any OMSI 2 map, like a proper one. We have some like Farthington where the guideway was hinted at but never progressed on, and we have stuff like that. And sort of we have bus lanes on routes and stuff like that, but we've not had anything like this where it is an entirely dedicated system of busway. Like, this is just one of the coolest things. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get another screenshot. Apologies for all. I'm not apologising for all the screenshots that we're taking. This is cool. Oh wow. Okay, that looks cool. That looks cool. I think I've stopped at a good screenshot position, I'm going to be honest. Because the only issue with this Citaro is you can't sort of get decent screenshots usually with it because it doesn't have the same zoom-in cameras that all the other stuff has. I feel like I feel like it still doesn't depict what is going on here. Let's debunk a little bit what's happening here. So we're currently on the busway system, and we are currently shooting on our dedicated system into the town centre of Paynton. Paynton has never looked this good. On the top of here, as you can see, there is an entire road network, an entire road network going on here. I don't know if we join it or not. I do recognise this. We recognise this as the high street. Oh, with Pulse, so we are coming along here. I do recognise the high street. I like that. That's a nice touch. And as you can see, we have sort of like just gone, yeah, we're just going to go under everywhere and make our dedicated way to the centre. That is one of the coolest things. One of the coolest things. I have been driving buses in OMSI for over 10 years now. My OMSI bus driving career has been over 10 years. It's very very rare nowadays that with OMSI we have something totally new and fully mind-blowing. Don't get me wrong, we have some amazing maps. Absolutely amazing maps. And the variety of maps that we have nowadays is amazing. Like all the different bits you can drive, the different cities. This is just something totally new. The busway. Now I have zoomed this out because I want to focus on this. Because again, Iomex has always been a person of detail. And these are bus lane cameras. That's really cool. We have bus lane cameras. So don't think about taking your virtual car down the busways, you'll get fined. Oh, this is fun. This is nice and tight. I don't know if I've landed up. That person might be getting beamed. There we go. A little bit of curb, but I'd rather do a little bit of curb than hit the traffic island, because I think that'd be more embarrassing. Now this is just something totally new, absolutely totally new. But what I always love about Westcountry updates is we still have the base core. So I'm about to turn onto that base high street that we all know and love so well. All know and love it. The bit that the 35 started and finished at in the current rendition with all the obviously the work happening, and this now that we can see around this corner, this is the finished product. This is what it's going to look like after all those work and road closures and years of driving through the road closures. Oh wow. We're going to have to take a slight detour again. Oh, I can see my bus. I didn't put my handbrake on. We're going to ignore that. I'm going to turn it left from here for those of you that can see it in the very distance. We're just going to turn it just so it's back on track. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it because I zoomed out and didn't realise that I was not put my handbrake on. This board moves, and this is what I'm focusing on. This board moves. It's so cool. It's not a static board. It actually moves around. That is really awesome. Anyway, let's continue. So we turned that bend. I mean, we did and we didn't. We turned that bend. Oh, we need to pull in here. That I haven't planned for at all. Apologies, people, that you're going to have to alight in the pavement. That was purely because I was distracted by an advert board. And look at this with the signage as well, coming up and telling us. I've been told that that might not 100% work at the moment. There are things on here, as I say, I do keep emphasising, that do not 100% work and need finishing, because obviously it's a work in progress map. It's not our first rodeo, people, with a work in progress map in any shape or form. We're quite used to it by now. There are things on this that aren't 100%, but as I say, this is like a bit of a taste as to what to expect. So I am going to stay in the cab now because everything else I'm going to look at, I'm either going to make sure the vehicle is stopped with its handbrake on, because we've learned that now, and we've learned that. Don't get distracted by an advert board is the lesson there. Otherwise the vendor bus will go for one day. Oh wow, this is the bus station. We've got a bus station. Oh my goodness me. We have a bus station in Painted. Oh wow. Oh wow. As much as I love the seafront terminus, that was like Weymouth style terminus, I did always miss the idea of the bus station. And it's the iconic Devon bus AI static C400. Yes, the iconic. Oh, look at this. So the pulls into here, and I assume we take a long way around the bus station. So here we go, at the interchange. There we go. As I say, folks, if there is any bits and bobs that we have missed, I am going to come back in the next video to have a proper look. Because, again, I don't think one video is going to do this justice. I think quite a few, actually, videos of this are going to come along. Because this is absolutely amazing. Look at this! Oh, wow! I like this old-style bus station with the retro sign as well. I love the retro sign. Oh, wow! Oh, this is really cool. I like this. I really do like this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's really cool. I'm seriously digging the retro bus station. We're going to have to stop and get another screenshot, I think, people. Where's the... Oh, I'm going to need to be further out there for that side. I'm going to need to be along that. I want a photograph with the sign. There's going to be many screenshots. I think I'm going to struggle for the thumbnail for this particular video. I'm going to be honest. And then let's see if we can... Oh, yes, that'll do. That'll do. Come on, ping down. There we go. Oh, wow. Still don't. This is just, it is amazing. I really am impressed. I really, really am happy that I decided to do the first run with you lot rather than sort of do it off camera, because sometimes some maps I do a run off camera to make sure, but obviously with this being a Iomex project and being the OMSI world, not as long as Iomex, but a fair bit. I knew that everything would be right. I knew that everything would be spot on. In the same way that whenever I get the Mr. Moose Lincolnshire update, I go straight out to drive on that, because I also know that that's going to be great. This is amazing. Oh, wow. And it literally says approaching and everything. Oh, wow. Look at that. We'll move it slightly forward because the people seem to be under the impression that I'm going to be slightly forward. But as you can see, there we go. So the AI people have been the AI people. But look at that. It says arriving and everything. Oh, wow. This is the proper, like, BRT system. So good. So good. Wrong doors. the middle doors are still open. That's why I was like, what is that error on my screen? Oh, the middle doors. That'll explain it. There we go. And then down another dedicated busway. Oh, wow. This is amazing. And the, oh my gosh, and the little square for the sensor to go underneath. The little rectangles there as well. The little sensor that you always get where you see the block and you've got to drive over the block for it to trigger. As is literally every single bus lane of bus gate ever in existence. There is a rectangle or a square or some mark in the ground that you have to go over, otherwise it doesn't trigger. That is on here as well. Oh, wow. Then back down the busway. Yep, literally back down the Paignton busway, past the busway cameras, past this incredibly haste bit of road that I still cannot get over how good this looks. Look at this, and you've got the buildings on the right. I mean, just, oh wow, like all the industrial and housing buildings that you always get on like the side of a river in a town or a city. Oh wow. And the flat straight ahead. Like the built up scenery in this is amazing. And I think again that's another thing with sort of OMSI maps that you don't always appreciate, or I know I don't always appreciate, is that built up scenery. Like here you've got all the trees and the shrubbery around us. And then you've got the flats that look like they're in the distance as well and stacked on each other. It's not just one standard level, it's like there would be in real life where they're sort of stacked. And now we'll wait for clearance is 19 metres. Get another, we'll have to get a screenshot with all the signage. I mean, just look at that. I am really going to struggle to find just one screenshot to use for the thumbnail of this video. I very am going to struggle. Very much am. I've pinged all over the place. There we go. Pinged all over the place. It's going really well for this screenshot, people. There we go. There we go, past the jet fuel station again. Into the 20 zone, through the houses. Again, a nice touch is this. Again, this is like the variety of this map that is so good, that you've got this little bit of residential, like this idea that, yes, they've got a busway system, but they obviously couldn't demolish a housing estate. So it's worked around the housing estate. So you just a little bit of houses, and then the crack on. Again, another bus lane camera to ensure that no other vehicles go from here, and then we take the direct route back to the park and ride via our platform stations. there goes another bus. So at the moment, this particular, I'm not going to focus too much on the timetabling, but at the moment there are 3 vehicles on this base timetable. I am under the impression that the data for it is going to be changed, the timetabling is going to be changed, all of that lot. I do know that these vehicles are going to be the AI vehicles, these Sparrows are going to be the AI vehicles, because bendy buses are cool, bendy buses are very cool, so... And as I say, it is unique. It's such a unique map. That camera as well, that proper busway, bendy bus vibes. Which also, as I say, this is a big milestone for the UK side of OMSI. And you do think to yourself, hang on a second, how on earth can we achieve one of them? We've done so much. But to have a system like this, I honestly... When I booted this up, I did not know what to expect. I'm going to be entirely honest. I had a read of the brief I was provided with and the emails and all that correspondence and stuff like that. I had no idea that this was a BRT system like this. I had no clue. It's an incredibly pleasant surprise, but I had absolutely no idea. I mean, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's just a unique idea as well, as I say. The last one I drove like this was Baumgarten. That was a German map, and I absolutely love that map. I need to re-download it and drive it again. But it was an absolutely amazing map because it utilised the articulated buses like this in a BRT sort of capacity, like this. So you've got what these vehicles were intended for in real life that, unfortunately, most of them never got. That was this idea of bus rapid transit. And I mean, you've got like the likes of the Fastway now. You've got the idea of like the Fastway, you've got Cambridgeshire Busway, you've got stuff like that. Imagine what they'd have been like with bendy buses like this. A very similar system like this with articulated buses. Such a missed opportunity with that stuff, but this now demonstrates what was possible. It's absolutely awesome. It really, really is. I'm absolutely blown away by how good this map is. Absolutely blown away. Like seriously impressive. Like genuinely impressed with this map. But it's such a contrast compared to what I'll be doing sort of in a couple of videos time, where we're having a look at Lincolnshire again, because Mr. Moose has provided me with an additional update. So we're going to have another look at Lincolnshire and have a look at that in a bit. And I mean, the contrast of the maps that you have in OMSI 2 now compared to what we used to have. What did we used to have in OMSI? When I first started on the left path, we had Newcastle, really Newcastle, quite a lot of Hong Kong maps. It was, to be fair, to hand it to the Newcastle map at the time, with the resources that we had in OMSI 2 at that time, or even OMSI 1, because it was an OMSI 1 map, Newcastle was good. It was good. But that was sort of it. It was the basic roads. We had that. We had a couple of others that were quite similar. And that was about it. That was about what we had. Nowadays, I can drive round Adstow. Again, a map coming your way very, very soon. I can drive round a fictitious sort of Devon, Cornwallis style town with all those different sort of areas and bits like that. I can drive around South London. I can drive on the rural roads of Lincolnshire. I can drive around the narrow roads of a map that for some reason escapes my... Why have I forgotten what the name of that map is? The one that has the really long route that needs a minibus on it. I don't know why I can't remember the name. I absolutely love the map as well, and I can't remember the name. I can drive routes like that, or I can drive in Bodenham, that's now based around Kent. And the list just goes on and on and on. This is amazing. I can now drive around the busway. I can drive on a proper bus rapid transit system. Absolutely blown away with this. I really, really am. Apologies, this video has just been a lot of, oh, wow, oh, wow, wowzers. However, that is very much what it is. I just absolutely, like, just gobsmacked with how good this map is. I genuinely, it gets to a stage where I did think that Iomex and the team, the UKDT lot, could not surprise me anymore. And I was like, oh yeah, we got this. Oh yes, this bit's nice. Oh, a new route. Yes, exciting. I didn't expect this. This was an incredibly nice surprise. Incredibly, incredibly good. And please do join me for the next video coming up in a couple of days' time, where we'll take another vehicle on this, a surprise vehicle on this, and we'll have an even more in-depth look, because this video has just been a, oh wow. The next video will have a proper in-depth look at bits that we have missed and what have, and we can have a chat about a few other bits and bobs, such as the routes included. We can have a little chat about some of the other finer details that I have missed in this video, because, as I say, there's been a whole lot of, oh wow, busway, how exciting, to put it bluntly. So I really, really do hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. Westcountry, amazing. I have no other words. I'm speechless. This, and it's been a long time in OMSI 2 since I've been speechless. This is absolutely amazing. Really, really is good. As I say, a few reminders, it is a work in progress, so there will be things that you will have seen in this video and you will see in the next video that are not 100% finished. AI behaving badly, bits that you may look at and go, oh, well, that's not finished there, or that needs adding, or that needs doing, or the people need moving, or something like that. And that is because this is a work in progress map. This is the first beta release. There are still a lot to do, lots of bits to sort, and what have, lots to do. But this is, as I say, a basic look as to what you can expect coming up very, very soon. There is no release date for it at all. And this route is going to form part of, at the moment, although things can change, it's going to form part of an update in between versions 3 and 4. So whether it's this route and a few others, or whether it's just this route, I don't know. However, for now, this route is going to form an sort of intermediate update between versions 3 and 4. When it is released, the release date again to be confirmed. That's all the details I can give you in this one. Join me for the next video for a few other bits and bobs when I have a double check over my emails and my documents and what have, and add a few extra bits of information. But please, if you have enjoyed this video, do click that like button. That way more people can find this video and enjoy it just like you have, and have seen the amazing updates to Westcountry by Iomex and the team. And if you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video on this route, where we have a in-depth look at a few bits that we didn't look at in-depth in this video, with a surprise vehicle. And subscribe for more OMSI 2 and Train Sim content. Thanks once again for watching, and yeah, I'll catch up with you all in the next video. Goodbye for now. Bye.